Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on for the channel, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps with the channel a lot. Thank you again for all the support in the channel. I really appreciate it. The channel's grown immensely throughout the series, and I can't thank you all enough. It's been a lot of fun talking to some of you in the comments, so feel free to keep leaving comments and suggestions down below. I love reading them. So last episode we ended off by putting a small paper mill out this way, and I really like how this has turned out. And we are currently waiting for the forest industry to get up to the next level. So we only really need to get to 550, but we need more workers here in order to get to that next level. So we only have 417 jobs available, but yet we need to get to 550 in order to reach level 4. So that's where we're going to start off with today. We are going to start by continuing to add to the forest industry, and then we will move on to other things like some pedestrian crossings. So let's hop into it. We are going to go with back to our industry tab and into forestry, and we're going to look at some of the buildings that have been unlocked recently. So we already have a forestry workers barracks, which is right here, so we don't need to work on that. We do have larger tree plantations, so we will kind of look into throwing those in. We've already added some saplings in, which is good, and we just unlocked this paper mill, and we also have a large log storage as well. So first of all, I think we're going to go with this large log storage, and we're going to throw it right here. And I think this is going to turn out fantastically. It's a great use of the space. You know, it's a space that is not being used as forest for our forest industry, so might as well use it for other things. Now we do have this setup here, which I kind of did just on a whim. Not sure I particularly like it, but in a way it kind of works. So I can see us kind of leaving it. It's a bit awkward. This is a one-way, so it can actually turn both directions. So let's just make sure that's actually going to happen here. Let's click here, this node. Yeah, okay, and then this one goes there. And yeah, I think this is going to work out really nicely, except for floating cars, apparently. So one thing you can always do whenever you come up with one of these kind of triangle abouts, I don't know what to call them, is they often leave great spaces for just a nice little tree. And I think that kind of goes well with this space we're kind of working with. Anyways, so we got this in place. We already have a sawdust storage area, but I think we can probably get another one in because it does look really nice. And I think it kind of goes with the theme we're kind of going for over here. We are kind of trying to get jobs as well. Yeah, that didn't add any jobs. How many jobs is it? Yeah, okay, this should have. I guess it doesn't have water, so that's why it is not counting. So why don't, first of all, we speed up the gameplay here. And let's bring water down this road. There we go, 13 workers. And this should definitely add to our available workers. But let's keep on going here. So the reason why we put this road all the way around here is because it'd be pretty easy to get tree plantations all the way around. Whoops, wrong tab. So let's go to the medium tree plantation. And then let's look at getting some of these in right here. So let's get one. It'd be fantastic if it, yeah, line up right behind there. That's perfect. And then why don't we get one up here? Nice. And let's see what kind of what kind of trees these are. So conifers is kind of what we're going for. So let's go with conifer. There we go. And now we need to get water out this way as well. So let's bring that over. Perfect. And then we're probably going to get water out this way as well. So let's follow the road. All right. So let's get a couple more. In place. So keep clicking the wrong one. So we already have some small ones over this way, so I think maybe let's just kind of keep adding to it. All right, and those are conifers as well. So that's probably enough for now, at least. And we definitely upped our production. And yeah, we hit a possible of 577 workers. We only need 550, so we can keep adding a bit to the area. But technically we could reach that level. So we only have 2 sawmills working over this way. I think we could probably do with getting another. Maybe that's something we put over this way to kind of help the production chain a bit. But I do really like the idea of having the sawmills and the paper mills out this way. So why don't we maybe think about getting another plant down this way as well. So let's start off with move it. I'm going to hold Alt down. We're just going to drag this back. And what that's going to do is it's going to hold the road straight while I move it. So we're going to do the same thing here. Perfect. So by doing that, it's kind of given us a nice little frontage right here to build on. And you know what? We could probably get another road down here. Nice. Yeah, now this is kind of giving us a bit of land to work with. And let's smooth out the land right here. All right. And last thing, we're just going to make sure, oh, missed the node. Wrong thing, there we go. Perfect, okay. So let's just redo the smoothing of the land. And I could probably get another paper mill in here. Or I guess it's not a paper mill, it's called a biomass pellet plant, but that is basically what it's doing anyways. So we'll get that right here. And then we'll just use move it to get it perfect. Nice. Okay, so that should, oh, it needs water. So that should really help out with the jobs around here. And then we're gonna get a train yard in here eventually. But one thing that I haven't added in yet at all are warehouses for our products. So we create 2 things with this industry. We create paper and plain timber. So we need a place to store that. And unfortunately with the geography, we're kind of constrained a bit, right? And especially over here, if we're getting our train yard, we kind of want them to be closer, but we don't really have much space to kind of work with, do we? So I think we're gonna kind of have to deal with potentially having one warehouse over here. These parking lots might have to go as well. So let's get our trusty industrial road. And we are just going to grab that and move it in. Nice. And then we're going to try to get maybe 2 warehouses over here. We'll see what happens. Let's, wrong tool again. Let's go with the leveling tool. Turn down the brush size. And I'm just going to select this level here. I'm just going to kind of level off this whole area just to kind of give it a bit more terrain to work with. Okay, hopefully I didn't disrupt the river. Oh, I didn't, not even close. Okay, that's good to see. Then I will do it a bit more. I was worried about the river, but turns out it wasn't an issue. All right. So, you know, ideally I would like to have a large warehouse here, but I don't know if that's practical at the moment. So I think we're gonna just go with some of these smaller ones. Could probably go with this one here, and then this one right here. And then we'll just kind of work on the terrain a bit as well. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. So we will just select both of these and let's move them down a bit. So I don't want these roads to connect because I want all the traffic to filter through here. Although this wouldn't be a bad spot either. But yeah, I think this is going to work. So let's say this one is going to be plain timber. And we'll set it on balanced. And then this one's going to be paper. Why is it this way? Because, you know, paper would probably be stored inside, and timber is probably better to be more okay to store outside, I guess is the better word. And then oftentimes with these warehouses, you can kind of clip the fences together, and it doesn't look that bad. You could even bring them back. But yeah, these warehouses have big hitboxes. So you can kind of mess around with them with Move It, and just to make them look a bit nicer. Actually gonna lower this one ever so slightly because, look at that. So we got the next level anyways. So we got the engineered wood plant, the soft paper factory, wood chip storage, the forest maintenance building, and the large tree sapling. So let's just lower that into the ground a bit. Perfect. And then we need to add those in as well. And you know, I like the look of this. This looks a bit more industrial, and it will kind of look even more industrial as time goes on as well. Okay, so we got more forestry things to do. We got the engineered wood plant, which, you know, I think maybe we could swap these around. I think they're the same size. Oh no, this is bigger. Okay, never mind. So maybe we need to get a different area altogether for this. Maybe we can repurpose the snow dump and move it somewhere else. Or maybe we move the snow dump. Or maybe we add it over here. That could be cool. I mean, we are kind of getting close to the point where we need to think about what's going to happen with this area, and maybe what we do is we connect it up. We also got the wood chip storage, but this is an easy placement. I'm glad I didn't place the sawmill plant again, or the sawmill storage again. Sawmill storage, sawdust storage. My brain isn't working today. So what else did we get? The large tree sapling greenhouse, which I think maybe we can delete this one and throw this one right here. Nice. Yeah, I think the terrain could use a bit of smoothing, that's for sure. Okay, maybe not smoothing, because I didn't realize that these terraformed. So why don't we level it a bit? Yeah, that's gonna work just fine. This is a rather steep, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's continue on with this. We also got the forestry maintenance building. This is the one I was looking for. This is a massive building, but I think it could kind of work off of this road. So let's just extend the industry area a bit. There we go, just to include this. And let's try to place this forestry maintenance building in here, and we'll see what happens, because it is rather big. Yeah, we might need to rework some things here. Maybe we need to flip these. So let's remove this right to there, and then yeah, this is gonna work out great. And then we'll just do a bit more terraforming right here. And back to the smoothing tool. Alright, so a bit of move it work. Never a bad thing. Always ends up looking nice in the end. And this definitely needs to be reworked. This this hill. My gosh. Let's raise this up. And this also needs to come up a bit. And this one. Let's take another look. Much better. Okay, so now we need to find a place for the engineered wood factory. And you know, we could probably just get it back in here. Let's take a look at how the train kind of looks. You know, I bet if we just kind of leveled this off a bit, it wouldn't look that out of place. Yeah, and then we can just kind of get some engineered wood plants back in here. And I have a plan for the paper mill when we actually unlock it. I'm going to put those in the city off of kind of a recommendation that I got in the comments that paper mills, which are pretty prominent in Quebec, are often more in the town itself. So I'm going to put those a bit closer to the town, whereas this is more of like a raw production kind of thing. But maybe this paper company has gotten into engineered wood with the new fad of the 21st century. And they are wanting to kind of go with that. So this is like the company's plant, and the paper mill's run by a separate company. So you know what, 3 is probably too excessive. Let's get rid of that one. And I'm going to connect this road actually, because I think it's going to help the trucks out a bit. And yeah, let's raise this node a bit. Okay, and then this whole road is going to get upgraded since this now it has like proper junctions. And yeah, this is going to work out great. So now we have a little bit of open space here for something else. And we do have the large tree plantation, which I don't think we're going to need, and that's what we're going to use for in the town. So we could probably get some storage, more storage area, or I mean, we could probably use another warehouse, to be honest. So why don't we use a warehouse, and we'll put this one's too big, eh? Okay, so we'll use this one, and this one's going to be set on fill. And this is going to be our main storage facility for wood. And then all the extras are going to get sent over to this one. And this one's on balance, so it'll... Actually, we could probably put this one to empty once we start getting the train yard in. Alright, I guess this one can probably be on balance instead of empty as well. Okay. And I think this is going to work out great. Let's let it run for a little bit, and we'll come back and we'll check out how the production level is going and make sure we're not importing anything, because the goal is that we create all the products that we need for the paper and plain timber industries. But I gotta say, it's looking pretty nice. And now we need to move on to the second part of the episode, which is improving pedestrian access. So, oh, I'm seeing something I want to fix really quickly. I'm just gonna pull this, or push it. Let's push it. Yeah, that's better. And then this one, we're going to push as well. And then we're just gonna go over really quickly with the smoothing tool. Okay. It's always tricky to just not get like a gross squared area, you know, when the building kind of clips and you can see where the building ends, like right here in this corner. But I think this turned out pretty nice. Got like a main corridor here. It's not too busy because there's some different ways to get around. We could even, if move it will kind of help us out a bit, get a second road in right here to connect up with this street right here. Yeah, I was worried about those trees that are part of the building itself, which is a bit silly if you ask me. Yeah, that works, but is it clipping? It is clipping, so let's just try to shuffle these down ever so slightly. And hopefully that gives us just enough space that we need. Yeah, okay. That works. And then just to kind of detail this area a bit, because we're not going to use this area, right? So I'm just going to go to move it here. And we're going to go to, not that. What is it? Forget all the buttons. I'm just going to select trees. I'm just going to click that. I'm going to click copy. I'm just going to keep clicking in. And it's going to fill in all the spaces that we don't use with trees. And I mean, it's a forestry area, right? So kind of makes sense. That would be very tree filled. Yeah, I might as well put one right in here. Fill that up. I'm gonna leave this space open. And you know what? This looks a bit funky, doesn't it? Whoops. Okay, and then okay, we'll just do that. There we go. Looks more filled, doesn't it? All right. So I think this area looks good for now. We do have a trash issue over here, so hopefully that gets sorted out quicker. And it looks like the cemetery is full as well, so we're probably going to need a second cemetery up in Plateau. So let's start this area out by kind of adding that in, and let's add the cemetery in. So this takes up a whole block over here. Why? I guess this isn't the same size block. Oops. It's a little bit of a mistake. Let's put it right here. How about that? Sorry, houses. Let's pretend you're never built. And we'll look into upgrading that in a second, but that was just a bit important to get that in. And let's add in our pedestrian pathways. So we actually gained a lot of residential demand over this episode as well. When I started this episode, we were at 19% unemployment. Oh, power. And that, oh, look, we got geothermal plants. Okay, we're going to do that next episode, but I'm just going to add in some more windmills just to hold us off temporarily. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we're at 19% unemployment when I started this episode, and now we are not, right? So this is just temporary, just to get our power up. Yeah, okay. And our garbages are full again. So why don't we use our little cheat here? So we're gonna select all three of these and pause the game, click delete. Oops, no, you actually have to do that. And then let's get our garbage trucks back. Perfect. And we'll resume the game, and all those garbage trucks are going to go out and fix our town because we have a bit of a trash problem. All right, so let's improve the walkability of this town. And one way we're going to do that, first of all, is we're going to get a road connection in from here. Let's turn anarchy off for this. Right into here. But we're going to ban trucks on this road because I do not want the trucks to come up this way. This is more for, workers getting into the area. I guess people can walk this way. I'm thinking we might as well upgrade this road. But this is going to be an industrial road. There we go. So we have a stronger connection right there. And ban trucks. Okay, so we're going to go into TMPE. And we're going to go to this one. Oh, it's junction restrictions. Ah, geez, I missed it. And we're going to say no trucks. And that should do it just at that intersection. and no trucks should go there. And if a truck does come this way, then I'll look into something else that'll help to fix it. But so that improves the walkability of this area pretty immensely. And look at this, people are already using this to drive, and someone's walking as well. Let's see where they decided to go. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do, actually. I wanted to see this path. Yeah, look at that. They're walking to their job at the large sapling plant. So that's going to help out fantastically. And you know what? We could probably even get like a second bus in through here eventually. But that's not what today's episode is about. And we already have a power issue. Holy cow! I just want to build some pathways. Okay, let's get another one here. I want to build any over there. All right, well, power is going to be something we're going to have to do in the next episode. So I'm just going to play on one simulation for the rest of the game, and let's get these walking paths in. So I think I want to use just the normal path, and the main connection I want to do is from over here. I want to get it like a pathway that pretty much follows this, but where do you connect it to, right? That is the trick. Okay, so let's you know, I'm gonna give this a bit more thought, guys, and we're gonna come back in the next episode, and we're also gonna get a crossing from here to here for walkability. Thank you for that suggestion. And that'll be the next episode where we kind of look at power. We'll do some residential expansion and improve the walkability of our area, because as of right now, the only way to get to the side is to drive, and that's not too good. But we were kind of running out of time today because I was focusing on leveling up our forest industry, which should be going to level 5 pretty soon. Yeah, I think we just need to get more workers, and we do have residential demands, so that's not too bad. And look at this, everything's running pretty well. We're making profit. We're probably overproducing what we need, at least at this moment as well. So yeah, I think it worked out pretty great today, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I will catch you next time. Have a great week, and peace out.